Okay, guys, I was just looking at the market to find any kind of trades wherein I can slide in and out quickly and still be able to make a large profit. And given the kind of volatility which we have seen in the current market due to the downfall of Bitcoin, guys, obviously finding a oversold or overbought altcoins is really not a pretty big deal, right? Like pretty much everything is out of equilibrium, and whenever you have got such a situation wherein everyone is either in panic or euphoria state, it is very easy to find your next move, and that is exactly what I'm going to show you on this video. So on this video, guys, we are going to be taking a look at the technicals of Bonfida, or otherwise known by the ticker symbol FIDA USDT. And the thing you need to realize about this altcoin is that even though it was associated with the growth of Solana in a big way, guys, obviously there was no news which created this spike. Instead, it was just based upon the technical factors. So this one is up by more than 30% in the last few hours. And whenever you get that kind of volume spike, you can be assured of one thing, and that is it really works out in the favor of the buyers. So I strongly believe that this is nothing more than a bull trap, and that is exactly what makes this trade the best one at the moment. So first and foremost, let me start by saying that there is potentially 30% upcoming move in this pair, and it is towards the short side. And the reasoning behind that is quite simple, guys. Just like I mentioned before, if you use the Binance platform, you can see the volume spike. But more than that, guys, what you need to know is that if you just switch to the other time frames or any time frames in between the 1 hour to the daily time frame, you can easily see that the downtrend is apparent, and even now the price is struggling hard to break above the 200-day moving average, right? So that is on one side, and on the bigger picture or the higher time frame, guys, what you can see is that the pair is way too deep in the red, and each and every bounce we get to the top side just means a temporary setback. So that is exactly what we are experiencing, and with almost 43% move to the upside in the last 2 days, obviously the bulls are exhausted, and to capture this price move perfectly, guys, 2 hours is the one to follow. So on the 2 hour time frame, you can see that the price is near the 200-day moving average. And what makes this so significant is the fact that even the momentum is way too overbought. And just look at the charts, guys. There isn't any momentum or liquidity to keep this asset above this price point for long. So obviously, when the price is stretched way too much and it has got no way to go, it is just like rubber band, right? Like at some point, it has to snap, and once it does, it will go back towards the previous support zone, and that is where our risk reward lies. But what makes this trade most enticing is the fact that the risk reward ratio is way too positive, and just like I mentioned before, we are looking at least 30% move to the downside. And since the futures are available, it is going to be a piece of cake to even edge this asset, even if we see any kind of spike above this region. So this is essentially what I would call as easy money trades, because all you're doing is taking advantage of the weak points in the order book, lining it up with the technical so that you can really drill down on the kind of zones you need to be aware of, and just using the futures on margin accounts, we are making the best out of the situation. So from the current price zones, guys, even if we were to set a conservative target of the existing trading zone, which is in between these two rectangles, we can clearly see that the price is huge. And even if we keep 50% channel mark as the midway target, guys, it would put the take profit levels around in this region. And with that kind of thing, guys, what we need to understand is that without any kind of leverage also, that would mean a move of around 27%. And given the fact that these kind of trades typically last only 1 or 2 days before the targets are at, I think hands down, this is one of the best altcoin trades that you can be in right now. So that is basically why I made this video for the day, and that is my bias for FIDA. Just like always, guys, if you've got any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Subscribe to our channel to get all the latest trade alerts and information about trading setups. And see you guys on the next one.